Nuffinbutfishing thing. Morning, and we're at a new venue. 3 hours ago I woke up nice and early, went to get my ticket and went to what I thought was the right venue, Lydes Farm. Turns out there's two Lydes Farms near me. One of them's only 10 minutes from my house. So I went there, thought this doesn't look right. Went back online, found the postcode. Turns out it's Yate and not just down the road from me. So 45-minute journey later, 30 odd miles. I'm now at the venue. You can hear the M4 in the background because that's how far I had to come from where I live. But we are finally here. The weather is nice and sunny at the moment, partial cloud, and we're on the water called Wide Water. It's the biggest one here. It's actually quite a nice size, really nice looking, and it's situated slap bang in the middle of a golf course. I was going to have to be ducking golf balls, but luckily they've closed it today. The ground is all completely sopping wet, so I'm golf ball free. I've got two tactics today. I'm going to be fishing a method feeder on one rod for the carp. It's mainly pellet, all broken down that I've been soaking last night. Because the carp in here are quite small, they go up to about £15. And on the other rod I'm going to be float fishing because I know there's a good head of silvers in here and some pretty decent perch. So something a bit different on a completely new venue. Rain's going to come in later, but we've got a good 4 hours or so before that hits us. So it's a lot shorter than I anticipated the session to be, but we're here now anyway, so let's get everything sorted and get the rods out. Right, so I've got the method feeder rod set up, and what I'm fishing with is a little Fox method feeder. It's probably only about an ounce, if that, in weight. So the weight's going to be when I put the pellet round it. And I'm fishing that down to, probably, it's actually quite a long rig for this kind of setup. Probably about 7 inches long to a single corn. I got corn in my pellet mix as well. So I've then got my mix, which I soaked last night and a bit more this morning. It's just different pellet size, soaked in hot water, so it's all broken down and makes it mouldable. So I'm going to grab some of that. And I've also put some blended up boilie in there, so I've got boilie crumb as well. That's all just getting moulded round. Like so. There we have. Simple. I haven't method fished in years, so something a bit different. And it's not your typical method mix, like I said, it's all made up of pellet. So that's just going to flick out probably 30 yards or so, just into mid-water. Hopefully we'll pick up some carp. I know there's bream in here as well, so we could catch some bream. But to be honest, catching anything today will be quite good. So let's get that out. We are now fishing with both rods out. The left one, like I said, is on the method feeder, and this one I'm fishing with a little waggler just down off some reeds to my right. I've had a couple of bites so far, but I haven't hooked into anything. Just fishing maggots on this one. I'm not putting any brown bait around it or anything. So we'll see how it goes. The wind is pushing down into me now. It was very still when I first got here, but no, the wind's picking up a bit. It's very, very cold. The car said range between 1 and 4 degrees all the way here this morning, so it's not exactly warm, and when the wind gets up a little bit, it's pretty cold on your hands, especially when you're float fishing. So I'll stick out here for an hour or so. If we don't have any luck, I'll move round, just round the corner, be out the wind, but there's another big open bit, nice big bay as well, so we'll give it a try around there. Well, we're now in the second swim. It's just coming up 12:30, so I've been here an hour and a half. I know that wasn't that long in the other swim, but I thought I'd move anyway and get out of the wind. be a bit more comfortable here. And I've got the method feeder rod just behind the camera, fishing over into a bay. There's still got the pellet mix around it, and the float rod I'm fishing just a little underarm flick out. It's very shallow here, so I thought I'd give it a try, and just fishing maggots on this. So I know there's some decent perch in here as well as other silverfish, so it'd be nice to have a mixed bag of carp and silvers today. It is the winter after all. It's very cold. We've just had the temperature's dropped quite a lot. It's only a couple of degrees at the moment, which is another reason I got out of the wind, because it was pretty cold around there. So not making excuses, but it's not the best of conditions for the fish. But we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed we'll have something. Right then, well, this is the third and final swim. I thought I'd give it a try. The first one you come to, actually, if you come round there, I went straight past it this morning. The wind's been pushing in here. It looks like it's died off a little bit now. Maybe pushing that direction. But I'm going to put the method feeder rod just out here in this bay. I'm going to fish down the left margin with the float rod. So let's get the stuff sorted. We've only got a couple of hours left. And I did actually, as I was just about to move swim, I had a tiny dace about that size, so it's not blank, but I would like something a bit more decent than that. So let's get everything sorted in this swim, get the rods out, hopefully pick up something a bit more size. Wow, I'm starting to remember why I really don't like float fishing. It's such a faff, and I'm not really much good at it. I've already hooked the tree above me, just as I was ready, got it all plumbed, cast out and snagged on the branch. So already wound me up from doing that, and I'm still yet to have anything other than that little dace. The method feeder rod has stayed very quiet, and I've just managed to change over the float because the ripple was making it really hard to see the other floats if I put a bigger one on, and now it's gone completely flat calm. So it's been a bit of a mare. The sun's now coming out, I can barely see again, but I'm just floating the float with the ripple just coming around into this little bay, still fishing with just maggots, and maybe we'll pick something up down in this margin, but it's been a bit frustrating to say the least. So we're sticking out another couple of hours. It's looking like it could, other than that tiny dace, be a blank, which isn't the best. Right, well, as it's pretty quiet, I thought I'd take this time to tell you what my goals for this year are fishing wise. I've been quite, I'm not trying to catch the tree again. I've been quite selective in the venues that I fish, and they aren't exactly the most exciting for the viewers. Obviously I'm fishing the same places all the time. So the first goal is to fish a wider range of venues, not just to stick to my usual set of 3 or 4 lakes, but also coming with fishing more venues is going for different species. I'd love to catch more barbel this year. I caught my first one last year. I'd also love to catch more, well, try and catch some chub. I've only ever had one small one. Catfish, another one. Zander would be pretty cool. It's just basically go for more species than what I already do. It'll make it more versatile, and you'll get to see different species, not just carp all the time. Not that I'm catching today, but it'll cater for a wider range of anglers, which will hopefully get more interest in my videos. So unless you're only like my carp fishing ones, I'm afraid I'm going to mix it up a little bit more. Another goal, YouTube related, is to obviously up my subscribers. I'm at about 4,600 at the moment, so I'm aiming for about 6,000, I reckon. So that's about 1,500, just under. And views, I don't know, get up to about 1.25 million, something like that, 1,300,000. We'll have a think. And but yeah, just generally pick up my YouTube, get it going better. Got a few good plans this year for fishing and filming. One filming related job as well, which is pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. But as of goals for this session, it's just to catch a bloody fish, to be honest. Can't believe it's been as slow as it has been. I know it's a new venue, but I still would have liked it to have been a bit quicker than this, a bit more action. Never mind, at least it's not raining at the moment. There's a lot of big clouds in the distance, so fingers crossed we'll stay dry. Anything to put a bend in a rod will be good right now, to be honest. If that is a dace, because I'm not brilliant on my smaller species, that is the biggest dace I've ever caught. Beautiful fish. Gonna have to get some nice pictures of that. What a stunner. Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful evening now. We haven't really got the rain that was forecast, which I'm not complaining about. We had a few little light showers, but about it. The fishing has been incredibly slow, unfortunately. I've had 2 fish on the float, 1 tiny dace, and although the second one was, I'm pretty sure, a PB, it was not as good as I was expecting. I was expecting at least more than 2. But never mind, that's how fishing goes sometimes. This rod has just not even beeped once. Whether it's because I shouldn't have gone with a pellet mix because they don't release as much oil, but the idea of breaking it down said that it did. Maybe I should have gone for simple carp taxi with a little bag, or maybe some actual ground bait, I don't know. But didn't do anything on that rod. This one I think I'm going to pack up fairly soon as well. It's pretty cold, my hands are pink, ready pink, because they're so cold. Fish just hasn't been as good as I expected, so I'm going to call it a day fairly soon. But at least now you know a bit more of my plans for the year. I hope you enjoyed this session anyway, somewhere new. I may come back here again in the future, but it is a lot further than I first thought it was, so that is a bit of a drawback. But we'll see. We'll see what we'll do in the future. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. And add me on Facebook and Instagram if you haven't already as well. So, cheers for watching, and I'll see you on the bank next time.
Nuffinbutfishing.